against Na'Vi on attack. A little bit of defaulting coming in from the side of Na'Vi. 4 players outside of B main, 1 player Sugetsu holding on A main. Oftentimes you see them try to peek out for CNED to get a peek early on B, even on pistols where you know that the players have studied your other side. Just making sure there's no pushes going on the map right now for Na'Vi, and there isn't. But look at Crashies posted up with Artis inside of middle. Artis has that Sheriff in a spot where he has the dash too and really can bait Crashies, who's playing anti-flash. If Na'Vi choose to go up in that direction, that could be devastating. But I feel like with the entire movement that they've had so far, it's really been making sure they're not pushing in mid and then reapproaching this B side. Sugetsu's even joined them.
I mean, they even have trips out on A main, so you're absolutely right. Making sure there's no pressure coming in where they don't expect. And now they can turn their eyes towards B.
So slow. Camera out to initiate.
And it hasn't been cleared. They may have heard it, but they don't know it yet. You see the Haunt already hitting the site, and CNED is the first to enter. He's also the first to draw blood. Traded right back, and they're all lit up. How many targets can Crashies drop? None. Numbers heavily in favor of the attacking side. As they've now gotten the spike out, they should be able to secure the plant.
It was so labored though to get through B main there. They didn't want to challenge that dart. Still with the advantage for Na'Vi though.
See the Prowler making sure there's nobody pushing upstairs. As the spike ticks. Looks like Finesse is going to try to make a play, but it seems like they're ready for it. They're waiting off of the flash. The timing on that was beautiful. How much more can they find?
Oh, and that was important for them to hold on for that lane crossfire to go through. They had to fall off.
They have burned some time here, though. Don't really have the luxury of that. We're shouting 2 massive kills. It's gotten significantly more difficult.
And the reposition's perfect.
Just Finesse now. And he's surrounded. Yeah, he was spotted. A 3K for Xiao.
That's crazy. Xiao throws out the Haunt and runs upstairs while they fell off of land, holding this position right here. Nasty stuff. This is the thing with best in the world.
That's just such a complete roster. There really doesn't feel like there are weaknesses that you can hit at or poke at. And maybe if you want to get exceptionally critical, you talk about the fact that they seem to experiment a bit more than others do, but I mean, their pedigree of success is evident.
And so this is anti-eco against NRG right now.
Yeah, if you are just joining us, we did lose the HUD for just a moment, but it is a 1-0 lead.
Pistol went to Na'Vi. And looking right now, you can see Classic for Victor as well. They do have a semi-stack coming in this direction. 4 players as Crashy rotate over too.
And Sam is tucked on the other side of the cage. First kill going over in favor of the shorty. The Haunt giving his position away though. And now Victor swinging out and trying to make a play happen, and he cannot. Now it's all left down to Artis to rotate back towards the site where he's going to be greeted by 4 members of Na'Vi.
Spike planted.
His position to do his best if they ended up hitting that B site, but mostly just stay alive as long as possible. And now that it's flipped over, you know they're known for their buys. They're known for going for multiple Vandals, Phantoms in this situation to try to carry over a massive advantage in this bonus.
So for now, we're just going to go on this ride together.
Oh!
And Artis is taking a ride into the next round already.
Just a dry swing. And that's important for CNED to get going right there before Artis gets the op up. Not having it in this 3rd round.
And that's a matchup and a clash we're going to keep a close eye on because, again, there's so much history here. But the first duel going over. Ooh! Great response out from NRG, though.
And the flash as well to delay gives so much time for Sam and Victor to fall off of that angle and set up for a 2nd hit.
Yeah, that paranoia was very nice.
So they've switched and taken advantage here. Especially Crashies' drone is clearing out Cat right now.
Did it spot anyone? They were just on the other side of the peak. Perhaps some misinformation depending on the timing.
Right now, Na'Vi waiting as well for Xiao's cycle of his Haunt to come back up as well. Maybe could be used in conjunction with CNED and a smoke of some kind. Not now that you've got that knife hitting CNED.
And he gets the kill.
That's not supposed to happen there. That spot where he's jump spotting from, he should be able to tuck very fast. There's the Haunt in the smoke that I was talking about, not pinging anybody.
Finesse is pacey on this one, but by the time he shows up, the round may be over. Just Crashy's on A right now as the spike gets planted.
Spike planted.
Can he find the timing? Can he find the space? Position already betrayed. He swings around, gets the first, and that's well done. He's done the damage he was looking for, and now Crashy's, you're right, has joined the fray. A Prowler in his face.
And that actually spots both there because he shot his weapon.
Time is short. The swing up from Crashies is there, and Crashies gets both.
Instrumental piece. And again, full flash there. Maybe they peaked slightly early, but Sam and Victor with the re-clear on A main. Na'Vi was expecting that. I have a flash over from Victor to start to pressure, but no, just looking. So much actually called out from Victor right there because of this smoke that just got put out. It's a lot earlier than anything Navi's done so far. They've been so slow every round.
It really just seemed like Na'Vi wanted to explore slowly. As you were saying, explore the middle of the map and then reset. They poked and they prodded, and now they proceed towards A. Victor's already gotten a good bit of info. The paranoia, flash to counter.
Oh, he can't nade him off now.
Artis is in a really good spot. Yeah, the spam is there for the second. Third in the Cloudburst, not found. But numbers heavily in favor of NRG. What can Sugetsu do to equalize? Nothing found. Artis with 3.
Looking for CNED. He's low on the site.
This would be such a difficult round for Na'Vi to equalize.
And they do knife CNED's position too, so he can't use the uncertainty element anymore. Xiao's got to make a play. He has recovered the spike though.
He is known for making plays. An opportunity to do it here early in this best of 3, early on Ascent.
They're stuck though. They're stuck on the site.
What may feel like a stalemate still just is so heavily in favor of NRG, given the numbers advantage, given the fact that time is short, but they still managed to get the spike down.
1 enemy remaining.
And just like that, the numbers dwindle. Xiao spotted too because of the dart. He's cleaned up. Artis gets 4 in another round for NRG.
Is in their favor. One of the things they're very good at is showing discipline in those moments.
They did.
That knife against CNED, and then as well, the dart coming in from Crashies right here, picking up, and they look like they want to go for that mid control, the same sort of thing they did in the last round that Victor called out they were doing. The alarm bot is there for Na'Vi to break. But with that smoke, they're not interested actually in trying to fight through. They don't quite have the util to do so.
This is interesting here. They've put Artis up so aggressively towards B. He's got the dash procced. There is a member close by. That's Xiao on the other side of the wall.
I know exactly where you are.
Artis attempts fade and then gets away.
One tap from that Vandal. And challenges CNED again. Head-to-head battle. Going in favor of CNED so far.
This Blade's finding value. But what did Na'Vi do off of this?
Oh, Sugetsu's way
has
out.
slipped the net. You're absolutely right. And you got Zipan close by, but Victor is not going to be spotted. He's in a position to make a play here. Does he go checked? No, he does not.
Should be tradable, but they fell off of Cat in the meantime.
A second chance at life here as they swing out and apply pressure out onto Xiao. They decide to overwhelm him and bully him.
You saw both players from NRG jumping to try to get that cross going.
Planted.
Little miscommunication, but it still works out.
And now door cleared. And an opportunity for NRG to attempt this retake with a little bit of misdirection.
Nobody breaks the dart.
Trampoline out, they want to go ahead and see it done. It's just Zipan down in hell. Looking for a target, looking for an opening, and gosh, I thought he was going to land that shot. But Victor's moonwalk.
Victor combining the 2v2 so well, and even earlier in that situation as well. Synchronized. Have Artis with the op right now. Looks like they want to set up Finesse and Victor down bottom mid. And that's an absolutely brilliant shot from Artis. Taking down Zipon is such an important tool, especially dependent on the ult cycle that starts to come up at this round 6. They've left Finesse, they've inserted him down in the bottom of mid. Especially if they start to see Victor's position, Artis again maybe on that B main, maybe fires off a shot. If they want to pivot late in the round, Finesse is going to be absolutely brutal.
Hey, he's been known for ratty positions, ratty kills. Timing's great, and there's another.
And that Xiao Prowler is literally intended to stop a flank right there, but the timing's slightly off. And the redrone to get him even more space. And again, they'll take the A site, but NRG has retook 3 times already.
And it seems like they're well poised to do it again. A 5v3 here, they have 4 ults to play with.
2 and 3 though.
It's Artis who got that one. It looked funny for a moment. CNED is overwhelmed. He's surrounded. He's got bullets from all sides. and there's just nothing they can really do to convert.
Good attempt from Na'Vi to back up and try to play together there. Full save. Because it's been multiple buys in a row where the light armor is gaining them extra. And it's really nice to see both of the Jets right now in that duel that we've been looking forward to all year long.
Now Artis has much bigger weaponry in the op. And it seems like he's going to get tested early.
And the tools just get even better here. On the side of NRG in terms of those ults. And in terms of the playstyle that they're going for so far, really heavily posturing over towards B and retaking every round on A really nicely, but allowing that site take to come through.
Now, Na'Vi have explored mid a couple of times, but then they reset. They don't necessarily commit to this area of the map, and it seems like this time they want to.
This turret in B main allows Artis to be very happy to take this angle.
Dash Proc, position given away, and what a shot from CNED.
Is that 3-0 right now for the man? Finesse is here to cover, so it's not the end of the world. Ooh. But this DP from Angel's in their spawn. You'd never expect that.
He was behind them.
You expect that to go backside every time.
Crashies with 2 massive kills to try to normalize things for now.
Do they both get guns? Yes, they both pick them up. Only a Guardian from Xiao, actually. But they both get in sight, too. They can play together.
That might be enough. It's going to be Xiao who's going to have to do it on his own. Now switching over to the Phantom, a 1v2. The threat of the spike, and now the reposition from the Initiator. 1 down.
30 seconds left.
And a bullet fired on the second. Should have a good idea of where Sam is.
Time to play. Plenty of it.
Remember Sam walking amongst giants, in a position to make a name for himself on the international stage now. What a massive clutch this would be, but can he deliver? Xiao patiently biding his time, and Sam reads him just right.
Box. Pesky. We'll have to see Angel with his TP obviously causing cracks. Remember, that was a light buy from Na'Vi, so despite the outcome, the fact that it got that far is ridiculous. Here it is. Barrel shot. Oh, that's a lot. You have the dart.
You're right. There's a setup for Sharks.
Flash to obscure.
There it is.
Odin
There's the dart.
spam.
There's the flash. There's the spam, and there's the kill.
And he also has the possibility of ulting even further, especially how Na'Vi's not taking map control very early. He gets a tag here. He should be comfortable going for this.
And he is. First tag, second tag, and I believe he
saw
saw another.
it.
Yep. Damage dealt. I mean, Crashies. Yes, there was help off of the additional utility, but what a round.
It's crazy, too, that Na'Vi didn't react to what was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a play that's been run by NRG and everybody else on this map for so long. Not quite something that you see often in EMEA, but Na'Vi should definitely be ready for that. And you can see Angel trapped in that position. And also the fact that NRG has been giving them a lot of room to take that mid control early, it definitely is something that they talked about in the timeout that is working, that we're getting that space, we're going to continue taking it. And they've swapped everything.
A wild call on the other side of the break.
And even Crashy's following up. They swapped the position, put the alarm bot close. He could have used his ult off of that if he didn't use it earlier, but now as well in mid to spam.
Excellent call from Zipon.
They always recover these situations somehow.
Oh boy, you went the wrong way. Sam cleans him up.
A blunder from the Turkish Jet. The original dynamic Jet player. Not quite working out, but the flash does clear. Have been instantly traded back from Artis, though.
And now Zipon the last to stand, and he's so weak.
Shorty's coming at him.
1v4. Brutal scenes there as NRG are going to get another.
The initial setup is just absurd in my mind. Not something that Na'Vi should be falling to easily. But it also is something that is tough to expect. Deep alarm bot again. Right into that smoke. And this is because now you have the players who want to re-clear A, so they want advance notice of that cat push, and also Artis peeking over towards B.
Now, he's been here before, yeah. CNED was ready for it this time. Yeah, the drone also helped give a cue.
Oh, Odin spam.
Nothing found from Crashies.
Somehow, some way, CNED is getting the best of Artis in almost all of their engagements, but Artis is doing still such a great job in this map. While the head-to-head not going to favor him potentially at the end of this half. The scoreline between the two teams definitely will, and he's a big factor in it.
Crashies is holding a very precarious angle here, and he's by himself. He has no exit. Not able to land any shots. In the face of the Prowler, he falls.
Great swing, but they did get a knife suppress on the rest of the Na'Vi players, so it does slow them down.
All committed from Sam. They're all B. They're all anchored together, huddling in on the side, trying to hold the line. It's a 1-for-1 as Finesse manages to get 2 massive kills. But Na'Vi finally... yeah, all of these rounds, for as much as it's a big lead for NRG, the rounds have been very close.
Yeah, and again, early on in the half, I was mentioning, they need to keep the Americans.
Face your fear!
Early Nightfall used. CNED wanting to go aggressive. Finesse right above you. Done.
And that's an upgrade for a weapon there, too. That right click's so important to be using as a util.
Artist pulled out the blades of his own as Crashies falls. Looking for some high ground, looking for a kill. It's actually Victor who cleans it up. Back to the reliable op now. Zipan commits to the Spike plant. Victor going aggressive, trying to apply some pressure, but Xiao holds the line. Does Artist go here? A 1v2? No, he can't.
And this is the same exact, I mean, in their very last game in the grand finals against Loud, they started on Ascent and they had a great start. But rounds like this start to slip. You start to get a little bit of a streak on this defensive side, and all of a sudden, hover over towards this box. Get the upper peak.
CNED has had Artist's number.
I mean, that's disgusting.
What a beautiful setup.
And the thing, too, is if you updraft the... Playing with fire here, NRG. He doesn't move from the spot until later.
Wow. I mean, what confidence.
Again, that updraft, if you do it at the start of the round, you can potentially hear it. So sometimes you just updraft and glide as the round starts. But either way, that's a dynamic way to do it. Definitely messes with the timings.
Absolutely.
Bomb grenade out.
Finesse looks like he's going to be the first to contact here on B. You hear the ult used out.
Victor.
And he's close by. Som's in a big spot. Only able to get one. No follow-up on that.
That was definitely a moment he could have gone for more, and Sam is explosive as the controller player. When he finds himself in positions like that, you definitely could put him good for 2. They'll get the ult up, but the lockdown is going to prevent them from going B. Doesn't matter, though. Angel's been interested in going A this entire time.
They held a little bit, too, before they committed the ult, splitting their numbers, and then
Last player
committing out onto that. Now Crashies left alone in a 1v4.
There's nobody near right now.
19 seconds left. It's got to be Pacey.
And again, because of... This shot is ridiculous, by the way. And I love the, you know, ingenuity, whatever you want to call it, for CNED there, but also the fact that he hits that shot is still ridiculous, man. That's not easy. That flick is so wide. It's crazy how much this matchup is delivering so far.
And it's just the first half.
No big ults, only Angel, but he's been finding some creative ways to use this season.
I mean, just remember, it was a couple of rounds ago that he ulted behind Finesse.
It's tough on LAN, especially with an audience like this, to hear that cue. Not just the ult voice line, but where that ult is being placed.
Yeah. Note, that's the same smoke.
Same ult. And that's great because you actually are preventing people, especially Crashies. His lineup there is inside of that smoke. So he's looking to actually cancel Angel while the rest of the players just spam him. He shows up on the radar because of that.
Second smoke used, and they cannot gain any traction. They cannot gain any space.
Spike planted.
Forcing NRG to hold for just a moment before they attempt their retake.
It's crazy that the answer here for Na'Vi this half has been to just hit B.
Victor has a knife. But there is a Sugetsu on the prowl.
Hasn't happened this entire half, this lurk.
His timing may be everything here. He has no idea. Never had a shot. The second shot delivered from Sugetsu. 4 on the round and 6 for Na'Vi.
If you're a Na'Vi fan, they close it out as a 6-6. That was the biggest fear here from both the NRG players and the NRG fans. This half has slipped, and again, a dire half.
Find themselves with a golden opportunity.
Fast B. They invest their flash. They invest a lot in that early hit. Is there a second stage? Because I don't see a second flash. Yes, Victor's got one. But you can see, Sha was already ready to counter whatever hit might come out. NRG had to cancel, and they do. Plenty of time to pivot. And obviously Finesse was on the other side of the map. Potentially just looking for a pick there. Maybe expecting CNED to go aggressive on that B side.
Finesse is about to have his hands full. Two on the other side here, shoulder spotted from Angel. Then Nano's going to create some space and buy some time. Meanwhile, NRG go pacey towards A through Cat. They've got them surrounded and they're backing out. They're canceling again.
The smoke came just in time there from Angel. Both sides of the hit canceled right now. There's a crossfire between Sugetsu and Xiao.
Such a dynamic call. Right on time. That haunt didn't miss. That haunt missed. That was supposed to tag them all up. You can see they were ready to clear it, and now Xiao left in the smoke, trying to clear, trying to spam. Oh, but Na'Vi have been able to hold the line. They get three.
Huh?
Down B.
The fourth tagged up. Saw him trying to make a play by himself, and he does. They've tried to equalize it, and once again, it all falls onto Sam in a 1v3. No armor, just a ghost. He's got the spike close by. He should be able to get it down. No immediate threat, and he tucks in the smoke. Not understanding there's a player right above him.
Yeah. That is crazy from Na'Vi there. Crazy. I mean, right here, Sugetsu should be dead.
Twice over.
One enemy remaining.
And then here, yeah, they did know where Sam was because of the spike to be able to bring this back. Spam through.
Find you.
Xiao again trying to get that haunt to ping. Not quite able to do it. Is there backup here? No. Xiao's alone waiting for CNET, but they don't punish. And the flash as well from Angel to defend his position still.
Now you see CNET has filled the space to help a little, provide some cover. Spike's going to rotate back towards A, and once again, it seems like we've got a split on our hands. Remember, the last time they tried this, it was canceled. They threw the brakes on it and then pivoted away.
It was canceled, though, because Na'Vi had a great response at it to slow it down.
What's the response this time? You imagine it won't be as labored. It's just pistols for NRG here.
I mean, they've set up Angel in a great position right now. CNET, if he gets the spam off, if he gets spotted, Angel can peek out, but he gets deleted by Victor's Classic.
From a distance, too. But now CNET making his presence known up in heaven.
A.
Yeah, that flood through the door as well, so good from Zipon. And they'll have to opt to go for
30
orbs.
seconds left. Last player standing.
Anything that they can find, anything that they can get, as Na'Vi seem to shut the door on another round. Put themselves up 2.
This round streak looked to be, again, back in control.
You hear that utility soaring through the sky. CNET understanding there's pressure, procs the dash, wants to go aggressive, wants to take an angle, and a life with it. Not able to do so. Oh!
That's so nice from CNET.
I thought he had a kill there.
Yeah, at least he gets some damage done. But just pressuring with that haunt so good. And can he get the timing off on this? I thought maybe he would have walked through. Yeah, maybe with the flash. Sugetsu's joining him. This could be dangerous.
Just found him, B-Main, and now he's swinging out mid. Vanessa's turret gets the kill. NRG able to keep him back for now as they get 3, make that 4.
So much util there. And nothing actually found except for Angel. Excuse me, Zipon, the final person to push way late. He was the first guy to flash into that. And there was the flash from Angel and Cat as well. Xiao, what can he find?
Spike planted.
Find a little bit of damage there on the receiving end of it. And he's heard. You've got a dart.
They know he's fridge.
Yeah. You've got Sam close by. I mean, they've got the guy spotted.
I mean, Sam can just walk over and eventually spam him if he so wanted to. The re-clear from CNET back in B main when they initially fought, him instantly getting back. They're calling another play once against each other.
Now it feels like the game begins as CNET's able to get another kill.
And that was a flash obscuring the haunt for him to go with it.
Oh, the trip!
Oh my goodness.
How is he alive? How is he alive?
Somebody broke the trip for him. Came back down to earth.
Artist swinging around, 8 bullets. Not able to land them. Sugetsu's still healthy. Xiao from up top helping, providing a little cover. Sam has been spotted. How bold does he get? Bit too bold, perhaps. It's Crashies once again in a 1v3, looking to collide, and he does! Oh, we gotta look at that one more time.
This guy is something special. The best player on this team. At least this iteration of it, those moments are why. Again, he's the reason why they qualified to Tokyo in the first place. clutching out against Cloud9. Updraft again. This spot is so good.
I don't know how he didn't land that shot there. It was close. As quickly as he goes in, he goes out, he goes away. Blades not finding their mark.
Scouting mission for the Sheriffs. Only find the alarm bot, so NRG secures the situation. Another re-clear. Flash from Zipon potentially. He gets suppressed though.
Not able to clear it out.
Not only did he get suppressed, but they got the information. I wonder there if Victor heard them fall off.
Because they rotated quickly. I mean, they scurried out of there.
It's crazy too, because they're playing mind games. It sounded like they were gonna go for a stack if Victor was in position to hear. Instead, they fall back immediately towards A. Now they're hearing for sure what Angel's planning.
30 seconds left.
Psalm's ult cleared out.
There's no way they hit. They heard everything.
Crashy's
heard everything.
Yeah, he's in a position to get a free kill here too, and he does. And now anchoring in a spot to cut off the rotates as well. And Navi, without fully understanding what's before them, is it a B hit with Artis here? Is it A? You just saw Crashy's mid. Just enough. And Artis, excuse me, gets 4. A prime gaming flawless for NRG.
Start. There's a moments like the one that Crashy's just hit. In fact, it was him who started off that streak on the first half. Artis capitalizing on the anti.
For the initiator from NRG. And what a start. Remember, this is in the face of a half that should not be going this way, but they've managed to put together 3 rounds, take the lead back. But can they hang on to the momentum? Ult used early. And Crashy's is so far back, he's not affected by it.
Zipon's dodged at the trip!
Again, he still gets a kill though! Tethered, but still finding value.
Flash allows Zipon on the site to start clearing, make sure there's nobody else out A. Allows them to reassess the situation, and Shao's got deep mid. He can start to listen, just like Crashy's did in the last round.
Do you check it? Oh my goodness, everything is so methodical. Yeah, Angel helps from up top.
He's got to run towards B right now. He has no clue whether there's anybody out in this situation, and Finesse is going to try to capitalize on that space.
Well, where do they go from here? Because they still have Psalm posted up towards A. Once again, misdirection perhaps.
Angel clearing this right now. He actually got out into stairs. He hears that there's nothing happening, so CNED positions back over.
Psalm finding a big one. Psalm finding the second.
They can't peek rafters.
They just can't, man.
They're not allowed.
First Crashy's, now Psalm. And now an Angel, who a couple of moments ago was trying to clear up B, got hit with a knife, rotates back. Now it's he who's in a position to deliver a clutch.
And chooses not to descend from the heavens. Instead, goes back over towards mid. I don't think he's going to try for this. Maybe can recover an op. But CNED was up heaven, so there's none to be found in this spot.
Does he dare?
Oh, turret's positioned the opposite way. Door closed, though.
Yeah, literally shutting his opportunity on the round.
Got to save his weapon now. I think they could have heard him in there in A main. Doesn't look like they reacted, though. Should be safe. And NRG not interested either. This attack side so far, fans. This is going to be a really tough battle.
63.8.
From Navi. Light by, though. Angel did save that weapon, remember, but he gave it to CNED. A lot of teams aren't doing this for some reason. Get your star player that weapon.
He has delivered for Navi a few times in this map already.
NRG's been doing a great job neutralizing him, though. He hasn't found any value as much on this defensive side, outside like the pistol round.
Finesse once again stuck mid. Getting info, perhaps getting a rotate. And Artis once again tried dashing out, but he's caught by the trip.
And normally Crashes is great at destroying trips with his shocks.
Once again, the micro game being played. Either way, NRG still have the site. Remember, this is a lighter buy for Navi. And Psalm's gonna clean it up with 3 on his own, make that 4. NRG at 11.
Parts the waters. Nobody swinging there with the cage as well. There's literally no util. So I'm just fantastic attack side half and put themselves on match point.
5 rounds in a row. Victor going up aggressive, but I don't think they realize that Zipman's tucked. Sugetsu able to help.
He's in trouble though. Artis is up.
Tripp's not finding it there. You saw him on screen for just a moment. The blades are though. The Xiao is done. Numbers for NRG once again.
And over. Na'Vi put in this position where retaking is so hard. They're fighting so hard for the sites. CNED with an op though. And this lockdown, very tough to deal with.
Turret, the lockdown, the spam, they know he's there.
He's behind him.
70 HP, and once again, Artis, a couple of blades to the back of the head. Committee, when you're gonna defy the data like that.
Nasty.
Your fault.
And that was a buy round.
Enemy remaining.
The last one they tried. With the way the rounds have been going this time around. 4 chances to close out.
Made quite the runway for themselves. NRG currently have 4 towards A. Finesse once again lurking not far behind. Drone the first to go, and that knife is gonna get so much info. 4 tagged. Off of that, you can't help but wonder. You actually see Angel swinging in towards B just as those 4 hit with the knife, expecting Finesse to be trying to find some space.
Here it goes. This is where that mid-rounding comes in. We actually haven't seen many of those moments where you are confused as to what the calls will be, but this is where the 2 wise men, Finesse and Angel, battle the best. He's gonna call a re-clear up Cat, and this trip has been a problem. Finesse at the same time trying to activate a lurk for himself. And also they feint towards top mid.
That knife's gonna tag him. The trip is down. They can push through that, but he tucks back. A 1-for-1 is Sum once again finding a multi-kill up in heaven. And look at Finesse, he's tucked his way in. Bit of a shaky crosshair there. Pressure still applied, and the Nano to cut things off. There are only 17 seconds left here.
They're still trying to clear the site right now. Not sure if Sugetsu still lies in wait. There's a lot of time finally for Na'Vi to come through, but 3v4 at match point, they cannot lose this.
Cam cleared, ult used. Spike ticking away. Artis trying to hold the line as Angel is just above him. Unaware of his position for now.
How does Xiao use his ult? He's got to try to clear some space with it.
And he's got to be fast on it here. There it is, ult invested. When does Finesse go? He's been spotted, 28 HP left. It's just a distraction, he's just a nuisance. As NRG are able to hold the line by themselves.